Hi and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a really quick flip through of my thesis bullet journal. So this is how I feel. I went to the ER last night and they still don't know what's wrong, but I don't know. I just really want to be in pajamas and eating ice cream, but I'm not. I have to adult and I have to parent and mom, so I'm hoping that a scuba diving trip on Saturday with a friend of mine is going to make everything all better. I got this at Go Wild 2018 in Austin. I don't remember who it's from though, so if you gave this as swag, I love it. Thank you very much. If you recognize it from a specific shop, please drop a comment and let me know because I would love to know who this is from. I don't do a lot of decoration on my bullet journal because I used to, and I used to have all the stuff out of the bottom and all the charms and dangly things, and then they kept getting pulled off in my purse or in my bag or wherever I had it. So I just have a tag on here that says travel. Most of my thesis work is in Scandinavia, so I'm in Florida. Scandinavia is definitely not in Florida. This is just a reminder that I travel. Like if you remember from my flip through from my previous or from my lineup video, I love to travel and I love to travel with my kids, so this is just another subtle, not so subtle reminder. I did win this cover. I think I might have kind of mentioned that in the lineup video. This is from Azalea City Planning. It's got this beautiful high branding. It is an A6 size. I won this cover from a giveaway in PGW during Go Wild. So let's get into it. I have two pockets. One's in the front, one's in the back from Shine Sticker Studio. I have a little heart clip that somebody gave me from Go Wild. I don't remember. I apologize. Washi card from KrissyAnn Designs at Michaels. Shine Sticker Studio at Michaels as well. CAD at Michaels, washi tape from Birds Fly Studio, 1407, and then I'm pretty sure this is just from Michaels. I don't remember who I got my little axolotl from. I'm sorry, I tried to make a note about where I got everything from, and I've had some of this stuff for so long, I couldn't find it. This is one of the mini stone notebooks from Pen Gems Pens. What I really love about this paper is it doesn't tear, it's waterproof, and what I'm using it for is when I go and look for library books, I plan to just pull this right out and then write the title down and the call number, so I have all of that in one spot. I have another notebook that I use for all of the works that I have cited in my thesis. This is just for the books that I have to track down and find in the library, so I have the call number with them. The other one has more information. I finished out this journal yesterday. I just need to transfer things into my August because I split my week. I wanted to start my notebook in August, so it's starting today. Today is August 1st is when I'm filming this. I probably won't upload this until Friday, possibly Saturday. But so what I did with this is an insert from Mommy Lay Little Bits box. This is one of the stickers from it. You'll notice unicorns and kind of magic theme running through my thesis bullet journal because the running joke is that if I get this done on time, it's going to be a miracle. I'm hoping to pull out a miracle. I'm hoping to get this done, get my thesis done by May. That's my plan. That's my goal. I'm hoping that I've laid everything out to where I actually can succeed. But what I've done with this is I've gone through YouTube and I've binged on some channels and I've gone through Pinterest and I've gone through Instagram, and I've looked to see what sort of layouts I would like. So what I did was I kind of took notes. I basically just copied down the ones that I liked or the features of the ones that I liked. I marked how to do measurements for a calendar, things that I kind of liked that I wasn't really sure about, and this is just legitimately just ideas. So when I started this in May, I was able to just kind of jump right in and start playing with layouts. So I have things that I needed to get done that week and then things that I was planning to do on certain days. that layout didn't last too terribly long. I have my future plans and events, and then my focus and my goals for June. There's my calendar. And see, I kind of fell off the wagon here using that. And then I found this layout by That Sparkle Girl, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. It is a really, really super useful to me. So that's kind of the layout that I have gone with. And you'll see it just kind of reoccurs. So this is my little bookmark for my calendar. I have a punch board, and I was making bows one night, and then I screwed up and didn't make the bow right. Like, I punched the center. This is supposed to be here in the middle, but I used the wrong alignment number. So instead, I just took one of my die cuts from, I think that looks like Planner Society. The paper is from the Little Bits box. This is a Planner Society die cut. I glued it onto the shorter part, and now it's just a little bookmark that doesn't stick out too far, like you can barely see that, but it helps me just go directly to my calendar. So we're going to take that out because we're going from July to August. So yeah, I just have, that's just kind of where I've gone with this. So this was the one that I was testing because I wasn't sure what I would like. Here is a dashboard that I'm using as a pencil board. So it's a dashboard from one of the 1407 4th of July kits a couple years ago. A lot of my stuff I've had for a really long time, so I'm trying to, because I'm doing all this traveling, and traveling is not cheap. No matter how cheaply you can travel, it still costs money. So what I've done instead is I'm trying to use the stash of stuff that I have, and what I don't want, or what I'm not going to use, I'm giving to my daughter, and if my daughter doesn't use it, then I'm gonna either sell it or do a giveaway. I'm not sure which. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoarding it right now. But so this is a dashboard from a 1407 kit. And then this is a sticky note from Shine Sticker Studio at Michael's, and it has my working key. I have not been bullet journaling that long, so I kind of decided to just put a key on a sticky note. I'm going to put it in my journal as well, but this way I have it right at my fingertips so that I can remember and continue to use the same demarcation for how I'm writing things down. And then I just spent 2 months in Europe, so I went to Iceland. I absolutely love penguins and puffins, and so I got this little magnetic bookmark for my journal, or for a book. It was for a book when I got it, but I thought it was more fitting in my journal. And then we're to this week. So here's a little pen loop that I got. Stuck it on there. It's got narwhals on it. I love narwhals. And then we're to my notebook. I ordered this notebook and I was really excited about it. It's one of those random, we're going to give a company that I've never heard about money and see what happens sort of situations. I saw this on Instagram and I thought it was interesting. It's a stone notebook, or it's a stone paper notebook. So it's made out of marble dust and plastic inclusions, and it's just like the Pen Gems notebook, so I knew I liked the paper. The paper wasn't the issue, it was the layout of the notebook, because the notebook has lined pages, dot grid, and blank. And the only bullet journaling I've ever really seen was on dot grid. And the fact that it had line pages in the front kind of made me a little bit nervous, but I'm not hating it yet. I literally just have moved into this notebook though, so we'll see what happens. I did message them and request an all dot grid or an all lined or an all blank A6 size, because this is what the response I got back was the A6 is the sampler size, so that people can see what the paper's like and what the different layouts are like and stuff like that. And I was like, nope, I like A6 size. I would prefer to have a notebook that is all one type of design on the page. We'll see what happens. Die cut from Little Bits box. Pen loop from, all I remember is I got it from Go Wild. It was stuck to a business card with two other ones. There was this one and a lavender one and a dark purple one. sorry, I don't remember who it was. Go Wild in Austin, 2018. Then you open it up. Sticky notes from Little Bits box. Then I have sticker from Little Bits box. These are sticky notes from Shine Sticker Studio at Michael's. I thought that this was kind of a good way for me to do library hours. I always have to pull up the library hours for our school on my phone, and it kind of gets annoying. So instead I wrote it down. So these are the summer hours, and then when the summer semester is over in a week or so, or 2 weeks, I just pull this off, and underneath it is another sticky note so I can write the fall hours, and then I can write the spring hours, and then I can write the summer hours, and so on and so forth. Hopefully I will be done in May, so that's why there are only 2 more sticky notes down here. I can always add more. Then it has, this is from I'm Stone Gifts. So I just covered up the page that has all of the branding information, but it does have an if found, please return to, and I put my information on here, so that's why that's covered up. A sticker from Azalea City Planning. It's got Soul of a Mermaid, Mouth of a Sailor. I do some maritime archaeology. I'm a historical archaeology graduate student. My thesis is focusing on a 16th century Swedish warship, so I thought that this was really really fitting because I do a lot of underwater stuff, and I do a lot of ship stuff, like historical ships as well. This is a sticker from CAD, KrissyAnn Designs at Michael's. It's one of the sticker sheets that you get when you get the binder. Don't stop until you're proud. Just kind of a little subtle reminder to continue working on my thesis or working on whatever the project is until I'm happy and proud to have my name associated with it. Then you open it up. This is a die cut from Birds Fly Studio. I put this in here because I scattered sticker pages through here so that I had the right stickers with the right brand. So this coffee girl, I actually have dirty blonde hair, so sometimes in the summer it looks blonde, in the winter it looks brunette. I always kind of bounce between blondes and brunettes when it comes to stickers. Sometimes I don't even really care, like when I order from, or before it was discontinued, when I'd order from Kina Prints, I would always order Wednesday because I love Wednesday Addams, so I associated the two. These are from the Crafty Banana though. I did, when I won the giveaway from PGW, I also got a sticker book from Birds Fly Studio. I won an Instagram giveaway, and I got credit to multiple shops. So a lot of the shops that I have stickers in here from are from those giveaways. So this is from the Crafty Banana, and I plan to put my key here, but I haven't really worked it out, and I'm not really sure where I want to put this die cut and where I want to put this coffee girl, so right now they're kind of floating around right there. I was talking to one of my really good friends, and I was talking about possibly going on a trip to Finland for a conference, and I sent her the link trying to convince her to go to Finland with me, and the link apparently popped up in Finnish. So her response, this was her response, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious and very fitting because this is very much a response that I would expect from her. But as soon as the text came through, I knew that I was going to put it in my bullet journal, and I knew that it was going to be a sticker, and I knew I was going to work on my hand lettering with it. So this is the result of that. And this page originally had some information about I'm Stone notebooks, so that's really boring, and I didn't want the wasted space, so I knew I wanted this in here. That's why it's put over there. That's why you can kind of see that right there. Then I have my index. So index and stickers by Birds Fly Studio. A lot of people don't do, or some bullet journalists don't do an index, but I do because of what this is about. I kind of decided that I needed to be able to find stuff at a moment's notice, and to just be able to flip through the pages really quickly. And it's really nice because all of these pages have a date space and a page number space. So it's pretty easy to follow writer Carol's suggestion of always putting the first 2 things you need to put on your page, or the first 3 things being a date, a page number, and a title for your page. So it's really easy. It's already laid out for you. This is my chapter outline. I basically just took the outline that I gave in my prospectus and copied it down so that it's at my fingertips. And then I used just a mild liner to make a little checkbox so that as I finish each section and each section is approved by my committee, I can just check it on off, and I have a way to visually see, to tangibly see my progress and how much I've gotten written. And then this is, and this washi tape is from Michaels. This little draft sticker is, I got a Thesis girl sticker kit, and it's by the Dolce Planner Shop. Then the next thing I have in here is suggested books. People are always telling me, oh, hey, you should check out this, or hey, oh, hey, you should check out that. Professors in meetings are throwing out authors and titles and articles and journals and things that I need to look at. So this is just a place for me to gather all of that information, because I write it down in really random spaces, and I remember where it's written down for like 3 days, and then after that, I don't know where it is anymore. So this is this list is from reading things that I want to look into, but I also plan to use this after meetings, whenever I have brainstorming time, whenever I just look things up randomly. That's where this information, or that information, is going to go, so that I have a list of what books I do want to look at. So these stickers are also from Birds Fly Studio. Washi tape is from 1407. And then the next two spreads in here, I think, are important. Two of the spreads in here are important for anyone. This is my brain dump, kind of self-explanatory. Tape by Mommy Lay Little Bits box. Sticker from Birds Fly Studio. And then the one that this is for, I'm hopefully presenting at 3 conferences this year, and that's what these are. So all I did was I took my abstract that I submitted and put it into an A6 size, and then wrote out the things that I need to do, but I have plenty of extra space here if I have to add more edits or things like that. And I also have plenty of space here for notes. 2 of the presentations I'm doing hopefully are with a symposium that is organized. So if I have notes from the organizer whenever I submit my paper, if I have notes on my presentation, it's this presentation and then another presentation are very similar. So if I have notes from this one that are applicable to the other one, I have space to write that down. And this is just printed out and stuck on there. And then there's also more room at the back. So I have my 2, and then my 3rd one, and then I have a 4th one. So I don't plan to submit a 4th abstract to present. This is just for notes. This is just for random, oh my gosh, this is what I need to do, because I've never presented at a conference before, so I'm super nervous about that. But at the same time, it's something that I'm going to have to do as a professional, and it's very important to grow into that. So if there are any help, like all the feedback that I get, I can write it down and I can better my presentation every time. So the next one, this is a spread that I think that everyone that writes anything academically definitely should use, especially if you're doing your thesis. Master's theses typically require, or archaeological master's theses typically require some sort of access to archives or to collections or to some sort of information that somebody else has. And one of the things that I've been told by multiple people is that you go and you use these collections, and then the curator or the archivist never hears from you again. So I have a running list of people that I have worked with their collection, I have worked with them, or I have somehow interacted on a professional level with them pertaining to my thesis, as well as people who have just requested a copy of it. So I have a running list of that, and I have plenty of room. I don't expect to fill this up. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have 6 pages of people that want to read my thesis, but in case I do, I have room. And I'm just writing, and I'm highlighting it in different colors, but I'm just writing their name, who they're affiliated with, and then their email. So it's really super simple. And then whenever I finish this in May, I can just go and I can CC everybody on an email, or I can personalize the email. Knowing me, I'll probably go and take the extra time to personalize it and thank them for letting me use their collection or letting me use their information, so that I can kind of go from there and continue to strengthen that that network. This is my future log. This started in August, so I have no need to write August future events here, but I have September, October, November, and December, so this will get me through the rest of the semester. What I do plan to do here is write down all of my assignments, all of my due dates, all of my self-imposed due dates, all of the due dates for see, this is what happens when I don't feel real great. I can't think straight. All of the due dates for conferences are going to go on here as well, including grants and scholarships and things like that I can get through the conference. This is a tab from 1407. I can't remember if Natasha is still doing these, but I absolutely love it. It's just a little vinyl tab. You write on it with a permanent pen, just kind of like KrissyAnn design stickers. Write on it with a permanent pen, and then you just kind of fold it over, and boom, there you go. You have a tab divider. The previous video that I did with this flip through had me going through my focus. So my focus this month is attention to detail and getting it written. Your draft is just to get it done, get it written, not to have a final completed thing. My little sticker from the Crafty Banana. And then this sticker right here, a friend of mine gave me, and I thought it was really fitting. It's from Rabbit Sticker Co. And I thought it was kind of fitting to put it on my goals pages. This is a quote from Daydream Stickers, I think is the name of the shop. And it says, "She turned her can'ts into cans and her dreams into plans." So right here, I'm going to go back really quickly, just kind of pause for a moment, and write down my goals. So I got to go back to my goals from July, see what got done, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I just migrated the goals that I didn't get done last month to this month. I might have already outlined this paper. I'm not really sure. I think I've outlined that email. I'm not really sure. This is almost done, so we'll just mark that that's done, almost done. This is something that desperately needs to get done. I think this has been outlined, but I'm not sure. So, moving right along. Then I have my monthly calendar, washi tape by 1407. I really don't like the size of these boxes, but I drew it in pencil first, so it's already done. I used spotted gum stationery, foiled outline hearts for when I have my kids. It's really important for me to leave my work at work and school at school, and not bring that home. So when I'm home with my kids, I'm home. I do that every day through the week, Monday through Friday. At 4 o'clock, my work and my school week stops, or school day stops. And then I spend, from the time I pick them up around 4 until they go to bed with them. I'd really try to not to do anything else. And then as soon as they go to bed, that's when I do videos, and that's when I plan, and that's when I also take the time to finish up any other schoolwork, write papers, read things, whatever. This cute little hologram or holographic sticker is from the Crafty Gal Stationery. Crafty Gal Stickers, Crafty Gal Stationery. I'm sorry, my brain is shot right now. This is my to-do list for the month. These are not goals, these are to-dos. And I did these the last video. So that's what I need to do. And then I have room to kind of write more, but I can also do more. Like, these are the major things that I have to do, so I plan to break these up within my weekly to-dos. I do want to read every single day this month, so I am using a habit tracker from Birds Fly Studio to do that. Typically this would be one habit tracker for a week, and then you would just start a new one, but I noticed that there are 5 lines on here. I only have one habit that I want to track, so I'm going to try to use this for that one habit throughout the month, and then also add down here, hopefully I'll finish reading this book fairly quickly and I can just put writing down here so that I can write a little bit, because one of the things that I have learned is if you work with something every single day, when it's a big paper like this, when you work with something every single day, it gets easier. So the more you work and handle the material and read the material and deal with something, the easier it gets. So that's what I plan to do. And then, so this is just a piece of vellum. I got this idea from one of my professors. He's left-handed. I'm not left-handed. Makes a lot of sense for him. I thought it was really cool, so I stole the idea. Just a piece of vellum to put under your hand so that as you write, your hand slides over the vellum and it doesn't destroy the paper underneath it. As an archaeologist, we get really dirty sometimes, and this is kind of dirty from where I've used it in field books before, but this was just something that I thought was really cool, so I wanted to incorporate it into my bullet journal. I also was practicing lettering with a Tom Bowes brush pen. Sorry, trouble talking. So that's, my lettering does not look like this. I was legitimately tracing. So that's kind of what it is. It just says archaeology life, dig, dive, dirt, because those were 3 words that really fit my life as an archaeologist. And so we're just going to migrate. This is not happening. We're not going to go see The Secret Life of Pets 2 because it is no longer in theaters, and we did that on Tuesday. So what we are going to do instead, tomorrow, I'll just use this because it is my bullet journal and I can do whatever I want. So this is a sticker from Joyful Planner. We're going to see Toy Story 4. That's what my son wanted to do for his birthday, so we're going to go see the movie, and it's going to be him, me, and my daughter, and him, and one of his best friends and her mom, because I wasn't too keen on taking 2 8-year-olds and a 9-year-old to the movies by myself. So let's go ahead and write in my to-dos for the week. Okay, so this is what I didn't get very much done this week. It's been a roller coaster week, y'all. Like, so much has happened. I don't even want to get into it. It's just been a rough week. We're just gonna leave it at that. I need to finish the paperwork to get permission to start a project. Then I actually need to start it, continue reading, do edits on a chapter that I already have drafted, work on my CV, and that's what that goes with. So my focus on my little sticky note over here, we're just going to leave it as because this needs to be done in order to move forward. Upcoming, I don't really have anything upcoming this month. So on the 15th, or by the 15th, I want to have my abstract submitted. It's not due until October, but I don't want to wait that long. So that's my bullet journal set up. I have blank pages coming up. So how do you handle the month not starting at the beginning of the week or whenever you start your planning week? I decided, because I really wanted this to start in August and not have any of July in it. So I decided to do it this way. I incorporated my entire week, but my to-do list was only from the 1st until the 3rd. How do you handle that? Do you split your week? Do you do kind of like I did, to where you have 2 weeks? That's why it was so hard to write. To where you have kind of 2 weeks already laid out? Do you do all of it, like the bulk of this week was in July, so would you have put this week in July and then started August on the 4th or the 5th if you're a Monday start person? Drop a comment and let me know what you think. And I will see you in my, this washi tape is again from 1407. So drop a note, let me know what you think, or how you handle this sort of situation, to where you're planning a week that doesn't start, that straddles 2 months. All right, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.